Hello, buttermilk biscuits. Michael here with the Hope Scope for February 24th through March 2nd, 2014. And just like we are inviting in March this week, we are beginning to march to the beat of a new drum. I don't know if that was really marching. That was more like dancing or prancercising. Whatever it is, we're doing it to the beat of a new drum. It's going to be a new rhythm this week, and we are really aligning ourselves with that rhythm. So much change, so much is going on in our stars. Let's jump right into it. So Monday through Wednesday, the big focus is career. It's going to be your career and the direction of your life. Now, we are getting a push from the universe to really take a more ambitious approach to those areas. So where are you going in your life? What is your career about? Do you feel like you could be doing more? Do you feel like there's more potential in you? Well, on Monday through Wednesday, you are going to get that chance to really take the high road, the more ambitious road, the road less traveled, and come out on top. So don't let your ego talk you out of it. You are ready. You are prepared. Be as ambitious as possible because you're going to see it's going to totally change your life. And this week is the week to get on board the ambition train. All right. Also, Monday through Wednesday, there's a focus on family and your living situation. So whether you're living with your family or you're living on your own or living with roommates, something is going to affect all of that. All of this energy is going to be changing that. So if you feel like your family is going through a lot of changes or your roommates are, you're changing roommates or there's new people coming in, you got to deal with this as a leader. Call on all of those leadership qualities that you have, summon your inner leader, and really be balanced and diplomatic while dealing with these changes and these issues. Because remember, even if some people are cranky during the change or they feel just a little confused, your leadership and your lead is going to make it much smoother and a much easier transition. So really summon that inner leader. Now on Wednesday, we have a Jupiter-Uranus square. And the Jupiter-Uranus square is really forcing us to look for options in our life that will bring us more happiness and more prosperity. So if you feel like you're dealing with some options on Wednesday that could really, A or B, and A's the tried and true, the way that you've been going, and B seems a little risky, but it could offer a lot of potential and a lot of happiness and prosperity for you, go with B. I would go with B. Even again, if your ego is telling you opposite, to stay with what you know, Wednesday is the day to push yourself out and really get on a new path that's going to bring you much more happiness in the long run and prosperity at that. So who doesn't love more happiness and prosperity? I sure do. So pay attention to that. Now, on Friday, we have the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right. Mercury goes direct. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. If you're like me, you know this Mercury retrograde has been an intense one. And I'm usually the first one to say, look at the silver lining, look at what you're gaining from this, and there was a lot of positivity gained, that is for sure. So much more understanding and a much clearer view of the world. But to get there, if you're like me, you've dealt with communication issues, travel issues, technological issues. So if you are annoyed by all of these pesky little things that have just been really building up these last couple of weeks, Friday it all subsides and you get the green light to go ahead and really move into new opportunities without any hesitation or pesky little problems that might hinder your progress. So thank you, baby Jesus. Mercury goes direct on Friday. So I'm very happy to report that. Now on Saturday, I'm very excited because we have a new moon. And you know how I love new moons. I love new things. I love setting new intentions. But really, what's most important to me about this new moon is that this is a new moon in Pisces, which is the sign of not only magic, but it's also the sign of spirituality, of our psychic abilities. And so there's also a big theme of healing on this new moon for these next 2 weeks. So if you have been getting the hint to really get in touch with your spirituality, set the intention on Saturday. Whatever you want to see happen for you and your spiritual growth, set that intention on Saturday because this new moon is going to bring you there. Also, healing, so important. How is it that you feel you need to be healed? Do you need to be healed emotionally? Do you need physical healing? Do you need some mental healing? Do you need some spiritual healing? whatever the case, this full moon in Pisces is creating a 2-week window, and this is the biggest window we're getting this year. So this is the best shot we have at really inviting in healing of any kind that we need for our well-being. So whether it's on a spiritual level or a physical level or an emotional level, like I said, whatever the issue is that you need healing, these next 2 weeks, set that intention to really bring that healing into your life. Let it flow all over you, because it is going to be so intense and so beneficial if you know where you need to be healed. So I would call on Archangel Raphael. He is the angel of healing, of God's healing, and if you're having an issue or you feel like you're uncomfortable opening up to healing, because again, some people are resistant to healing, calling on Archangel Raphael will help you to invite that healing in and receive that healing that you need most. So very important. Now, healing's a big thing, but something I'm even more excited about this full moon, or this new moon, I always do that, this new moon in Pisces, is about our psychic abilities and getting in touch with our own intuition and our own gifts. So if you're someone who just doesn't believe in psychics, or you don't think that everyone does have psychic ability, well, guess what? I will tell you this. You absolutely do. Just like you have arms, legs, a brain, whatever, you have psychic ability. It's really not that supernatural. It really is natural, but it's just some people don't get in touch with it, and we don't even know how psychic we are. So this new moon is giving us a chance to get in touch with our own gifts at a very deep, intimate level. And it's inspired me actually to create a new YouTube series called Intuition 101, and I'm just going to be making some videos that give you some helpful tips on how to get in touch with your psychic abilities. So if you're looking at me right now and saying, this dude's crazy, I challenge you to check out one of these videos and see if any of the exercises don't create something in you that you didn't expect, or doesn't get you closer to your own psychic intuition, because I think it will. So I'll say that, but very, very intuitive new moon, very spiritual new moon, and a new moon in which we're really maximizing our healing. So please take advantage of this. That is one of my highlights. Other than Mercury going direct, finally, the new moon in Pisces is really exciting because it really helps us to grow on a major level. So I just want to jump right to Sunday, because on Sunday, we are having a Venus-Mars square. And what that means, for those of you who are in a relationship, this is lighting a fire under our love butts. If you're in love, or if you're in a relationship that you're very accustomed to and you would like to see some change, on Sunday, you're going to get the motivation to really understand your relationship deeper and understand how to make the changes and get the motivation to make those changes that you need to make. Now, if you're not in a relationship, that's okay, because this is still affecting everyone. So if you're not in a relationship, Mars also rules anger and passion. So if you feel any friction on Sunday, whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, this friction is to be used for motivation. So turn that anger, turn that passion into motivation, again, giving you one last final boost this week to enter this next new week full of new energy and just a new kind of focus on where you want to be. So, a lot going on this week, I know, and I would love to talk to the angels and see what they have to say about all this using my Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. And I am just going to be setting the intention that everyone watching this video will benefit from these cards that I pull and be able to better navigate this week by knowing what exactly we can do to make the most of all of these astrological alignments and all this marvelous energy that's coming into our lives to change us for the better. So, just going to focus and pull a card for Monday, Tuesday, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, and the weekend, the new moon, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, so Monday and Tuesday, we have the Knight of Water. Now, remember what I was saying. I hope you guys can see this. Remember what I was saying about the changes going on in our families or in our living situations? The Knight of Water is really balancing the emotions. That's what this is about. Balancing our emotions so that if we are dealing with some changes or the people around us are dealing with some changes, it might be a little bit on edge. It's our job, again, to be that leader, to summon our inner diplomacy and really ease any transitions, any changes that are going on, because they are going to be in the highest good of all concerned, especially if we can move through them gracefully. So the Knight of Water is telling me that there may be some emotions to deal with in the beginning of the week, but if we are balanced, we will get through them seamlessly, and it will be such an easy transition into a more doable environment, if that makes sense. So, Wednesday and Thursday, okay, we have the Four of Water. So interesting, because the Four of Water kind of speaks to this Jupiter-Uranus square, which is pushing you towards more prosperity and more happiness in the middle of the week. So if you feel like you are summing up your options and you can go with option A, which is tried and true, which you know, but might be a little boring, or you can go with option B, which might be a little risky, but you really think there's a good chance that it will increase your prosperity and increase your happiness, go with B. Don't let your ego talk you out of it. Because what the Four of Water is saying, that you might be unfulfilled and you're ready to pursue new opportunities. The thing is, you might just be missing the opportunities that are right in front of you. So pay attention, open your eyes, because there are opportunities all around you for you to get out of this discontentment or this bored feeling and really increase your prosperity, really make you a happier person. So pay attention in the middle of the week to really allowing yourself to venture on a new path that will offer you a much better quality of life. Okay? Interesting. So far it's an emotional week. And then we move the end of the week, the weekend, to the King of Fire. All right, so the King of Fire is all about leadership, all about responsibility, all about really owning our path, owning ourselves and our passions. So it makes perfect sense that this would come in for the weekend, for the new moon, because this is all about getting in touch with ourselves, focusing on our own healing if we need it, really taking responsibility of our own well-being. And so what the King of Fire tells me is that it's about ambition. That's one of the words on this card, is ambition. So all aboard the ambition train, because this week, by the end of the weekend, if we are following the cues from the universe and really making maybe some uncomfortable decisions to push ourselves and expect more from ourselves, by the end of the week and the weekend, we are moving from being a knight in the beginning of the week to growing into a king. And that is progression for sure. And we all want to move from the knight to the king, because in doing that, we can really sit on our thrones and really take control of our lives and reap the maximum benefits. So this looks like it's going to be an amazing week. I am looking so forward to this change because it seems like such positive change, as long as we can get up and really choose the path that is best for us, even if it's a little bit scary. Now that Mercury is gone direct, it is going to be so much easier for us to push ourselves and to start new projects and to really own the life that we want and that we expect for ourselves. So go forth, my friends. Make this week an incredible week. Enjoy this change. Embrace this change. Summon your inner leader, and you will be just fine. If you'd like to book a private session with me, please feel free to hit me up on my Facebook page, Seasons Readings, or email me at seasonsreadings@gmail.com. And until next time, you guys, I'm looking so forward to this incredible energy that we are all receiving this week, and looking so forward to the change that you are about to experience, that we are about to experience, and really come out the other end being much stronger and summoning the king within us all. Till next time, guys, I love you. Mwah.